Ladies and gents, welcome back. I was going to pack it in, but we got breaking news this morning. MPP Randy Hillier's account was suspended on Twitter. Randy Hillier, the member of provincial parliament in Ontario, Ottawa Citizen, immediately jumping on the story. MPP Randy Hillier has Twitter account suspended permanently. A Twitter spokesperson confirmed that Hillier's account had been suspended because he had violated the company's misleading information policy. Twitter has permanently suspended Randy Hillier's account for violating its misleading information policy. Hillier, an independent MPP who represents Eastern Ontario riding of Lanark, Frontenac, Kingston, was a prolific Twitter user prior to his suspension. He had previously tweeted his extensive support for anti-mandate protesters who occupied downtown Ottawa and shared media disparaging and criticizing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, which we have learned in recent times can result in emergency measures being invoked. Even before Freedom Convoy protests became popular, he had circulated conspiracy theories about the bug, including one that the virus had been given a enhancement, meaning that it had been engineered in a lab to be more virulent. Hillier has also tweeted others to urge people not to obey public health measures and amplified tweets about the risk of side effects. On Tuesday, Hillier's account page was empty, aside from a message saying that the account had been suspended by Twitter for violating the Twitter rules. A Twitter spokesperson confirmed that Hillier's account had been suspended permanently because he had violated the company's misleading information policy, which stipulates that users cannot use Twitter to share false or misleading information about things that are listed as things you can't argue against. Content that is demonstrably false or misleading and may lead to a significant risk of harm, such as increased exposure to bugs or adverse effects on public health systems, may not be shared on Twitter. The company's website reads, "This includes sharing content that may mislead people about the nature of bugs out there, the efficacy and safety of preventative measures, treatments, and other precautions to mitigate the threat of sickness, official regulations, restrictions, or exemptions pertaining to health advisories, or prevalence of the the bug or risk of infection or death." Bad stuff happening associated with the bug. Geez, you really got to watch what you say. Hillier did not respond to attempts to reach him by email and phone in time for publication. That is just, I mean, you broke the story first thing in the morning. I'm sure he wasn't awake, or he's being bombarded and doesn't really want to answer to the Ottawa Citizen. But I digress. That is the news this morning. We have Sean O'Shea from Global News, and apparently it's permanent. Independent MPP Randy Hillier has Twitter account suspended. Kingston, and they jump on the story as well. A lot of people jumping on the story. More news is probably going to come to light. We'll wait for hearing what Hillier himself has to say. Immediately, Global News took to talk about things that Hillier has done in the past. I know in recent times, slander or libel is a thing that media like to run against people they disagree with. So I'm not sure. I can't vet any of these claims in this article. In a 20-minute video posted to his Facebook and Twitter pages last week, Hillier announced he would not be seeking re-election, ending his 15-year run as in provincial politics. Then they jump ahead to when he says, our political system is broken. There's no sense spending any more time trying to fix a broken system from within when the problem lies without, Hillier said in a video. I'm not sure about the context there. Hillier was originally elected to the Progressive Conservative Party in 2007, but was removed in 2019 by Doug Ford for making disrespectful comments to parents with children with autism. Following that, he moved to serve as an independent. So I'm not sure if there was an election afterwards where he became an elected independent. I'll get back to you that. On April 21st, Hillier was charged under the Reopening Act with attending a gathering outside pandemic restrictions in Kemptville, Ontario. More recently, he called Prime Minister Trudeau a serious bad guy over the federal government's reaction to the Freedom Convoy in Ottawa. A lot of people have called him a serious bad guy for that. Not being banned from Twitter. Global News has reached out to Hillier for a comment super duper early in the morning and making sure to say that he did not get back to them. Yeah, that's just the way things go. Now people are on Twitter speculating about what it is that actually induced the ban. There was things that Hillier was questioning of policies and events around the world. We're not sure as of yet what the actual news in the case is. As I get more information, I'll be sure to share that with you guys. As always, if I don't cover it in a video, it'll probably most likely be in the Friday evening live stream that I do every week to cover news that doesn't make it into these videos throughout the week. So be sure to tune into that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully this video is okay and doesn't get in trouble as well. And as always, keep on trucking.